and then you started counting down.
Stop it.
He said gargle when I'm ready. That is totally in the beginning, isn't it?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Gargling Podcast of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1, Episode 10, The Bridge.
Dom is just intentionally fucking with everybody today.
I'm your gargling host, Dom. And with me, we have Mike. He's over there.
Hi.
He's not gargling anymore.
No.
I would gargle, but I'm not gargling coffee.
No?
Not happening.
And Clio, who's gonna gargle coffee despite what she just said.
No, I'm not. I'm drinking coffee.
How are you guys tonight?
Good.
Quite well.
Shouldn't be drinking coffee.
Why not?
Because it's
Because
midnight.
it's late. And
It's not midnight.
not like I'm going to sleep. Not for another 10 minutes, you're right. It's not
Right.
midnight.
Oh, when is The Hobbit? When are you?
It's tomorrow.
You're going to see it midnight tomorrow?
No, I actually don't have... I'm not going midnight. I'm going 11 a.m. on Friday.
11 a.m.
Are you going by yourself, or is Nick coming with you?
Oh, that's what I went downstairs to ask Nick and forgot. I don't know if Nick's free. Got to ask him.
Perfect.
So otherwise, you're just going to go by yourself to an 11 a.m. showing of a movie.
Yeah. With a cloak. I'm not sad.
So,
Well, I'll take my mom.
All right.
how'd you guys enjoy Bilbo Bag? This episode, I mean.
This episode
It was
is
a really good episode.
Everybody I've spoken to so far has agreed that this is a really good episode.
It was a great episode. It seemed like one of those moments where everything just all came together. Things you
Nice.
did not think were things were things. Stuff that Mike actually guessed during was our fourth episode podcast.
6 freaking episodes. And I didn't even... It was just one of those talking points. Like, I was just saying it as a talking point. This was before we did our predictions and guessing games and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike.
Back when we were young and naive.
Yeah.
I know.
Mike predicted that the eye device was part of Project Centipede, and
And it
it
is.
appears that it is. So I hope in a turn of events that it's just like another company that they're teaming up with, and it's not. So then I could be like, you were wrong this whole time.
I had a moment of immense confusion because when they did the guy was like, no, like clearly he was talking to somebody who was typing in his eye. Torchwood has a similar thing. Like, they have contact lenses you put in and you can type and you see, like, what they're saying to you. And so I was like, wait, no, I got them confused because I thought of Torchwood. I'm like, no, that's Torchwood. No. Focus.
Yeah. Yep. They did have a very, very brief stint. This is when Agent Ward was trying to bromance that dude.
That was good.
It was. So, we get right into the action this episode. We start off with a prison break.
Yeah.
They're breaking out Edgar Allan Poe. And this man, apparently his name is actually just Poe, but he's the only one that seems to have contact with the Clairvoyant. Do you think the Clairvoyant is the guy that's in charge of Centipede? Do you think Poe is the guy in charge of Centipede? Like, do you think Poe is the Clairvoyant?
That's a possibility.
That is. I mean, at this point, I'm thinking the Clairvoyant is either the guy in charge, and if not, he's just the guy that everybody else thinks is in charge, that everybody's scared of, and Poe is using this fear to keep himself in power. It'd be like being the guy who says, I am the only person who can talk to God. I talk to God daily. He tells me to tell you to do this. Is basically the thing that's going on here.
In the meantime, he's really just the guy that set the bush on fire and said it was talking to you.
Yes, he's the guy who set the bush on fire and said it spoke to him.
I think that the Clairvoyant, it could be a person, and the person could have some kind of power. It could also be a piece of alien tech. It might not even be a person. It could be like something they use to look into a portal. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be a thing. Like,
I'll
it has to be
watch.
a person.
Watch the Clairvoyant as Loki.
Oh God!
Can you imagine?
Please.
That'd
That'd be
interesting.
beautiful. That'd be beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous.
Fangirls everywhere will fate.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting.
Love to see Tom Hiddleston in this.
Oh yeah.
What is up with Poe just sitting at the table, waiting for proper manners?
He's hungry. Oh, waiting. I don't know. He's a whack job.
He wants his due.
Mm.
It's just he's sitting there. He's just eating nonchalantly as people are breaking through the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's why I started thinking maybe he was the clairvoyant, because it's almost as if he knew exactly how it was going to go down.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
actually a good tie-in point there. Yeah. Because he didn't seem surprised. It's just all this chaos going around. He's enjoying his meal.
The seat's taken.
Well, I mean, I would assume he knew there was going to be a break-in, whether it was whether he could see it because he's a clairvoyant or not. I think he knew that was going to happen, and he seems like a very put-together guy. That's not. He's a bit of a sociopath.
But he's also locked away in this prison, and apparently he has contact with the clairvoyant still. And they clearly said the only visitor he had was this lady, the girl in the flower dress.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she could have said, or in code could have said, "Yeah, we're breaking your ass out," which they're totally gonna bang those two. Just putting that out there.
Well, my point being is the clairvoyant is either somebody in the prison already, or it's him who was in the prison.
Well, didn't he go and see the clairvoyant at some building while they were, like she dropped him off, and he's like, "You can't see her, or you can't see the clairvoyant to her."
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's not him.
No,
True.
that's true. That's true.
So that's what I'm
But I
saying.
still think
It makes the most sense because if it was somebody in the prison, they didn't get broken out, so they're still in the prison. So if he had no visitors, and the only option is somebody in the prison, it's him.
I'm not convinced that it's a person.
Very well could not be. Could be a thing.
Yeah.
Could be some
Abstract
kind of
idea.
Asgardian artifact.
Yeah.
Or just an abstract idea in his head.
And he's actually the psychic or something.
Or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which, I mean, this is the Marvel universe, so we do have mutants who do have telekinesis and psychic power, so it's not...
I find it very interesting, though. Coulson's very adamant that they don't have any people on file or whatever. So does that mean that the Marvel, the X-Men and stuff are not part of this universe?
Well, no, the X-Men have to be part of this universe.
So-
But since... Oh, wait, so...
Yeah.
Hold on, sneeze.
Bless you. I think I know the point you're going. Since Marvel, they don't have
Since
the
Marvel
rights.
Studios don't have the rights to X-Men, they can't put them in their universe yet. I think what they're gonna... They just keep making X-Men movies, though, so they're not getting those rights back.
No, they're not. And X-Men is too popular of a franchise for whoever the hell has it to give it up. Paramount, is it?
Fox.
Fox. So, of course, Fox.
That's spelled F-A-U-X, right?
What does
Yeah.
the Fox say?
Which is actually pronounced faux, but yeah.
What does
I
the
think-
Fox say? Canceled.
I heard that they're working out some deal to get the X-Men universe tied into Marvel. I think that's something I heard about an upcoming X-Men movie.
Here,
Yeah,
you're
with
going to pay us
Disney,
a lot of
with
money.
Disney at Marvel's back, I think they have enough money to pull some sort of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Fox, the money-grubbing assholes they're going to demand like 90% of all a movie's revenue or some shit
But
like
that doesn't mean that they can't come to terms with it, because I know that
Yeah,
Paramount and Disney just came to an agreement for the Indiana Jones franchise, where Paramount retains all the rights to the first 4 Indiana Jones films, and they get a percentage of any future Indiana Jones movies. So I know Harrison Ford's been in talks of doing another one with Disney, and I think it's even part of his contract for him appearing in the next Star Wars movie is that they have to go forth with another Indiana Jones. I think that was part of the contract. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so they can if they can cut a deal with Paramount like that, if Disney and Paramount could team up like that, there's no limit to them being able to coordinate with Fox to be
Yeah.
able to pull off an X-Men thing.
Yeah.
Please find some excuse to kill Shia LaBeouf's character off.
Shia LaBeouf has stated he doesn't want anything to do with it, so
Good. See, here's my angry eyebrows.
I'm
I see your anger,
even
bro.
even though we're this is not an Indiana Jones podcast. I think what they'll do to just explain that is just age him a few more years and put a different person in the role of playing Mutt.
I would say yes, but it depends on who's really in charge. Because some people don't like changing actors for the same role.
But if it's an older character, I don't mind if they change the actor, because when they
can't
show
make him-
when
they
they show
can't
a
make him-
younger Indiana Jones, it's obviously a different actor playing
Yes.
that part. So if they show an older
Yes.
Mutt,
But
they
they
can have a
can't age him too much, otherwise Indiana Jones won't be in the movie.
This is Disney and originally something George Lucas worked on. If they want a younger Indiana Jones, they will CGI the fuck out of Harrison Ford. Oh, excuse me.
We're talking about Shia stuff.
What I'm saying, they will CGI the fuck out of Harrison Ford, so why wouldn't they CGI? They would just put a CGI stand-in of Shia LaBeouf at this point. Who needs an actor?
Mutants!
Anyway, back to mutants.
So
why
what
they
I
can't
think is
have them.
that X-Men are part of, obviously they're part of the Marvel Universe, but they're just not being mentioned. And I think when they bring them into the fold, they're gonna start it at mutants are just coming into public knowledge.
So,
Right, because
That was the point I wanted to make.
So
But, yeah,
is
because when you see-
is this a different universe in the current X-Men universe, or
Yes, because once the way
or
Marvel
is this
works,
just
once-
before the X-Men movies?
No,
well,
the way
it
Marvel
could
works.
be. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it could be because the first X-Men movie, how many years ago it was, it said sometime in the near future. So it didn't actually say when it took place. We assumed it took place in the current timeline-ish, but it did say sometime in the near future. So that sets them up right there. No problem, no explanation needed. This is the
Okay.
near future.
But how Marvel's worked is when they've taken back rights to a franchise, they've rebooted it, and then that's their canon within the Marvel Studios movie universe.
They'd probably do that.
Yeah, that's what they're probably gonna do.
And if they didn't have Patrick Stewart playing Professor X, I will be so sad.
I know, he's so good.
God damn it.
I can't wait for Days of Future Past.
Yeah,
Be
that
good.
would be awesome. I
Good.
He's
I
so
really
good.
gotta go play.
And then we'll get Spider-Man on S.H.I.E.L.D. next.
Well, Spider-Man
God,
was
here's
in
another,
one of the...
That's another rights they're not going to be given up easily.
Yeah,
Sony's making
because
movies.
But I think everybody underestimates Disney at this point. I don't think
Yeah.
crossovers are out of the picture now.
I'm
'Cause,
not underestimating Disney, but what Disney does is they let Marvel have their reins. They've never taken a decision away from Marvel.
Right.
No.
And the way
But
Marvel does it is that they take back. I can't see them breaking this. They take back the rights and then they redo it. Like I can't see them taking, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and just stuffing it in the
Yeah,
universe. I can't
you're
see them
right.
taking what's his face's Spider-Man and sticking it in their universe.
the problem is, though, at this point, we've had so many of those movies that a non-Hugh Jackman Wolverine would just look alien. Because how
It's
many
gonna
movies?
blow my. It's gonna hurt.
How many movies has he been in as Wolverine? 5,
Oh.
6 now?
right,
All
and
of
I know third Wolverine is coming out. It's in production right now, but
He
Hugh
even-
Jackman said he doesn't know if he's in it or not. He doesn't know if he wants to do another one.
He's made
Yeah.
a cameo appearance even in First Class.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's been in every X-Men movie now.
he has.
Mhm.
So it would just not be right if he wasn't Wolverine.
I know, but you can't keep.
I know.
He's aging. Hugh Jackman's still a good-looking dude, but
Yeah, I understand why they can't. I'm just saying at this point it would just take too long for me to get used to.
yeah.
I don't know. I could see it working in the universe. I could see them redoing it. I could see Disney making negotiations to get tie-ins going, to keep the cinematic universe a universe, and still letting them, Fox and whoever, have their own free reign over those movies, but have some kind of interconnectivity between them. I could see that happening without having the need to retcon anything. So, because if they were to eventually get the rights to Spider-Man or X-Men or whatever, it's going to be so far off that it's not going to be within this current cinematic universe anyway. It's going to be in another phase of it. So, their best bet would be to tie it in if they can right now.
And, like, I would say yes, but I know how Marvel works, and Marvel's going to keep its integrity. I don't think that they're going to do that. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Disney's going to let it happen because Marvel's made them a boatload of money so far. So why fix what ain't broken?
Yeah, Disney's not
for the
stupid.
Fans. That's why. They do it for the fans.
Do what?
Connect them. Do something we're not expecting. Do it for the fans.
I think at this point the fans see how Marvel takes it back and makes it better. Like,
right, but wouldn't you still love to see, like, what was it in Iron Man? I know that they were trying to get Oscorp in the background of Stark Towers or Avengers or something. They couldn't do it because of the rights, but they came really close. They were really close to just putting Oscorp in the skyline. So
maybe something like that, but not. But not if they take. God, what the fuck's his name? Who's playing Spider-Man?
I don't know his name right now.
But I wouldn't want to see him playing Spider-Man in a Marvel movie.
See, I like the new Spider-Man. I think he's better than Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying.
Tobey Maguire played a completely different Spider-Man, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should just get back on topic because
we're kind of on topic. No, we
are.
Kind of.
No, this is better than our normal tangents.
Yeah, this is actually in regards. Yeah, it's completely Marvel and mutant related, which is.
We're not talking about Indiana Jones anymore.
Well, that was just So have you guys seen Lost?
Yes. Is that a trick question?
How about Valley Beaches?
Valley Beach.
If
you don't get that reference, go to watch our Once Upon a Time episode.
Yes, there's Valley Beaches in Once Upon a Time. So, Skye.
Skye.
There's also Skies in Valley Beaches.
Wait. I have a Skye's parents theory.
We'll get to that in a second. Hold on. But she's hot on the trail trying to figure out her parents, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think she has a lead? Her personally? Like
Skye?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So you think whatever name she gave off was complete?
I think it's a dead end.
Dead end, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think Agent May is going to help at all? Like she
No.
seems very standoffish.
Her and Coulson know something.
Yes.
And May does not want to get in the middle of it.
Right.
And she's going to try and derail that process. She doesn't want to help.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, well, what I want to be the truth is that Coulson and May are Skye's parents. I want that to be true.
Oh, God. Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
We did just recently realize that May is like 50 years old.
Well, the actress.
The actress is 50.
Right. So.
Yeah.
That was completely mind-blowing to me.
A 50-year-old actress playing someone in their mid-30s. That's pretty good.
Is she playing somebody in her mid-30s?
She's hot!
The Agent May is 30?
I don't know how old Agent May
I think she's a little older than 30.
She's in her mid to late 30s, probably, I would guess.
And how old is Skye?
20.
22.
22.
So May does not fit the part then.
I think May is like 40 or something
Maybe
more like that.
I don't know, because Coulson's I
was going to say, that would put
like
May at like 4
too.
having Skye.
No, that would put her at 12 having Skye.
Whatever, yeah.
Happened before.
This is not MTV's 16 and Pregnant, where we're in the Marvel universe here.
Yeah. I don't know. It's either May and Coulson or at least one of them. Or parents.
One of them's involved somehow.
One of them's involved. And May doesn't want a part of it.
I know they're completely different, like, actresses or whatever, but that theory kind of, not necessarily Coulson, but May definitely crossed my mind, and they kind of look like they have some features, similar features. So it's not without like the realm of possibility. Like I know they're not related in real life or anything like that, but if they were to do that,
it wouldn't make sense.
it would work. Like you could get away with it because they do have some similar facial features.
I remember reading somewhere, I think the actress who plays Skye, either her mom or dad is from the Philippines, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's there. One of her parents is Asian. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that works. That's why you see the features, probably.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yep.
I like it.
But what about Coulson? Do you think it could possibly be Coulson?
I think so.
Maybe. You never know. I think Coulson's involved in the death of her mother. Or the death of that woman.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that dead woman was Skye's mother, and Coulson is somehow involved with getting her killed.
What if Skye's
like
mom
what
is the second celloist?
The cellist?
I like what Seb is putting in the chat today. She says maybe what happened to Skye's parents is the same thing that happened to May when she lost those people. Well, she was trying to save those people, and then whatever incident made her the cavalry.
Ooh. Maybe May was the...
I mean, it's all
not even a can of
connected
worms.
somehow.
Fuck it
Whether
right
I'm right about May and Coulson is irrelevant because everybody knows more than they're saying. So
Even
Right.
a can of worms. We're in a 6-pack of worms here.
But May and Coulson, it just seems weird because you have May and Ward.
Now you have May and Ward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so wouldn't that be even more awkward for Coulson on the
of course
bus?
it is. I
So
am 100% convinced that back in the day, May and Coulson had a thing.
Oh, they definitely had a thing, but whatever it was, it's obviously over with now.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be
But I mean,
awkward at
that's
all.
what- Huh?
Yeah, I don't think it would be awkward at all.
It'll still be awkward because they're a team and they're. Oh, I was about to say dating. No, they're screwing behind everybody's backs, So it is going to be awkward.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be awkward in that sense.
Yeah. Oh, I love that Ward is like, I can tell the difference. And I'm like, honey, no, you can't.
yeah.
He clearly has feelings, and it's not going to end well.
No, it's not. It's going to end badly.
I don't know, but all right. So we had some stuff go down this episode, and during one of the scenes where they're doing some combat and whatnot, one of the super soldiers goes to attack May, and Ward jumps out in front of her and takes a hit. Then May comes back when they're on the bus, and she gets kind of mad, and she goes in. And she goes, "You need to separate work from personal, and all the stuff." And Ward's just like, hey, you need to get off your high horse. I did it. It was a strictly tactical decision. You're faster on your feet.
Sure,
Stuff
it
like
was
that.
tactical.
She really, like, it hit her. Like, I think May is more invested in it than Ward is, and she doesn't even realize it. That was her turning point. I think she realizes at that point she's more invested in it than he is.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know. But, all I know is this is going to end badly.
Of course. It's already set up for disaster.
Oh, yeah. Straight up.
It's like when you put coins in the claw machine and you get the prize, right? And just before it drops it into the thing, it falls like just too early. It swings.
Back to the claw machine analogy here.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It works really well with relationships.
Damn it, it does.
It just misses. It falls short. You set it up for disaster. You knew from the moment it was picked up, it was
Not gonna
wobbling all
reach
over
the
the
end.
place. Yeah. I just felt like bringing the claw machine back into this.
Thank you.
Totally fine.
I think I need to work the claw machine into all our podcasts somehow.
You're very big on the perpetuating of a joke.
I like over-connecting things, and that's why, going back to the beginning of this episode, I really wish that they could tie in the Marvel universes, get Spider-Man, X-Men, and Avengers, get them all together.
Fantastic Four.
Well, they're already rebooting
They are.
Fantastic
They're
Four.
doing Fantastic Four.
2015.
Good.
So that's going to be added to this. So hopefully it'll be better than those last two disasters.
Could be
Yeah.
entertaining. Yeah.
The first one wasn't terrible.
We're going to have obviously a different actor for the Human Torch. Unless they can somehow explain why...
They're
you know,
having a different actor for everybody.
They're replacing
Yeah.
everybody. It's a
Okay.
complete reboot.
Because I was going to say, unless they can explain why, you know, Captain America and the Human Torch are twins.
Flame on.
Cricket, 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 cricket. Dom, where's that cricket in your window? You kill it?
Yes.
You killed it. That's right.
It's winter. There's no crickets anyway. It would have died by now anyway.
Yeah, true. Point taken.
So, Mike Peterson's back.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you guys think of that?
I love it.
He's pushing a bulldozer. I love it.
I love it.
You don't care. You love it.
I love it.
Were you guys surprised that he still had Centipede attached to his arm?
No. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
I was actually surprised the device was still on his arm. I wasn't surprised he still had powers, because
Yeah, I
I
guess
feel like that's why he's such an asset, is because he has those powers.
Right.
Yeah, the retaining of the powers didn't surprise me, but the still having the device, that got me. But, whatever.
Yeah.
Still needs it.
Yeah. We see when Mr. Peterson gets on the bus and he's talking to Coulson. Coulson had these business cards he was going through. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I paused the episode on the business cards a few times. I tried Googling it because I thought that they were going to be some important Marvel characters that were being foreshadowed or something like that. And I got nothing. And I was kind of disappointed. So apparently all the names on the cards, all two, well, there's an address for the third one that you could barely see from somewhere in California. It showed up as an actual residency, no business or anything like that. I did some homework there, but apparently they're just aliases, potential aliases for S.H.I.E.L.D. and not necessarily anybody in particular. Did you guys think they were going to be something as soon as you saw the cards? They did a close-up on the cards. It's not like it was like... Anytime they distinctively zoom in on something, I'm like, this means something.
Yeah, but I didn't think they'd use it the way they used it.
Right. So,
No, I didn't know where that was going at that point. But when Ward flashed the card to that guy's sister, I was like, oh, so that's where they were going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the fact that they completely banked on the fact that it was so far out there that it was so suspicious that she'd call anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that whole little plan, that scheme worked really well.
Because that is so far. Like, what if he never played the lottery?
I think they were banking on the fact that they knew he didn't play the lottery.
Yeah, probably.
And having his sister call and be like, what's the deal? I know you didn't play the lottery.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, we're not that lucky. What the hell?
They're very not clever at this at all. But that was a setup. Like, they knew that was going to happen, the people from Centipede, and they planned for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Do you think Centipede's a lot smarter than we give them credit for?
Oh, yeah.
Probably. And I think they're more extensive than we anticipated.
And if this clairvoyant person is, like, you know, an actual psychic who can see the future, then they're pretty much always going to be walking into a trap. Because, I mean, one part, I know I'm kind of skipping here, but at the very end, you know, Ward's in a hidden position, and they shoot at him anyway.
Yeah.
Like they knew he was there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, they positioned themselves behind the tanker because they knew Ward was there.
So there is some psychic aspect to this.
Yeah.
Just a really good planner that's already, they scouted the location out. They knew the only vantage point was there. They assumed they were going to take it. You could pull the whole jigsaw from Saw Theory where he predestined every possible outcome. So no matter what they did, they were still damned to whatever.
This is Marvel.
Yeah.
That doesn't make Jigsaw was not a psychic in that regard, even though he had all his bases covered. So that doesn't necessarily mean here in Marvel we have a psychic. Like, they could just be somebody really good at covering their bases.
But you're right. But it could also be a psychic.
Oh, definitely
we know
could.
In the Marvel universe that there are mutants who have psychic powers.
Right.
There are plenty of psychics. Yep.
Professor X.
Yes.
To name one.
Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
But
He's got spidey senses.
that's not psychic though.
That's precognition.
No, it's not, because he doesn't know what's gonna happen. He just knows something's coming.
Yeah, he knows,
It's
shit's going down. He
it's
just
a
doesn't know.
hyper awareness of his senses. It's not a psychic thing.
thought the way they explained it actually in the last movie is that it was hypersensitive to the point where they could see it before it happened. And I believe they actually even referenced precognition. I'm almost positive.
Okay, I always thought that it was a senses something coming.
I think that's how it was in the Tobey Maguire version.
It probably, yeah.
I think that the way you're describing it, I think is the Tobey, in the Tobey Maguire thing. I think the way that I'm describing it is from the new Amazing Spider-Man reboot.
I mean, let's face it, Tobey Maguire and every other version of Spider-Man ever before.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, I want the team to get their own psychic, and I want Simmons to have to face the fact that psychics exist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she's very like closed-minded in how the world works. It's like, it's got to be technology, it's got to be science.
I love the whole part with her and Mike there, and she's like swooning over him.
Whoa!
And then like then she goes away, and Fitz is talking about the suit and everything, and then he's like, and
we have instruments that can measure this.
Yeah, and then he's just looking like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just, and I thought, what, are you swooning too now? And then I realized, oh, he's swooning over the device. And then she says,
swooning over him.
It's like, there's no scar even. Oh, that would be a shame, with your good physique and, whatever symmetry and blah, blah, blah. When did you stop talking? About three embarrassing sentences
ago.
Yeah.
I'm actually loving Fitzsimmons more and more every episode.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't stand them at first.
They're better. So, Dom, I'm just going to tangent this one. They mentioned a certain something this episode. More than once.
All right, so as anybody who watches the show knows, the running thing with me is I can't stand the fact that they mention Coulson's death. This actually...
Oh my God, Coulson's dead?
Right, this actually, right here, the start of this episode was the very first time we have seen a previously on S.H.I.E.L.D. Right?
Yes, actually it is.
Yes. So,
it is.
They did previously on S.H.I.E.L.D. and then showed a montage of Coulson talking about every time that he has said that he had died. And I almost just got up and walked away at that point. If it wasn't for the fact that we had this show to do, I would have stopped watching at that point. Last week was the one episode they didn't. This week was the episode where they threw it in my face.
Yeah, they had to make up for last week, Dom.
Yep.
You know it.
They had to, yeah.
They had to.
It was the whole central point of the ending of this episode, too, so...
Yeah, they even faked us out. Did you guys think Coulson was dead again?
No. I knew he wasn't dead.
Yeah, no.
I knew the car blowing up was just a cover.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with Mike. I mean...
Oh my God, if Mike is dead, I quit the show.
No, we know Extremis regenerates people from the brink.
Yeah.
And this is a modified version, so even if they manage to blow him into, a bunch of pieces, if some part just barely survives, he'll probably regenerate. Because it said it was a effect on the brain, right? That caused it to reprogram the brain. I'm going back to Iron Man 3 here.
Yeah.
So as long as his brain survives, I have a feeling it's just gonna regenerate him a new body.
It's gonna Iron Giant.
Yeah, pretty much. It's gonna pull his body back together. So Mike, I don't think is dead. Coulson, we all know is not dead.
Yeah, Coulson can't.
Who was the voice of the Iron Giant?
Vin Diesel.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel went to my college.
Sweet. No, but I found that out maybe a few months ago that Vin Diesel was the voice of the Iron Giant. I was like, holy shit!
I don't know why I was thinking Hugh Jackman.
I like
Yeah.
Vin Diesel as an actor. So, I don't know. Go on. Oh yeah, Coulson blowing up, but not blowing up in a helicopter.
I was like, he's dead again. I was like, I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had it. I've had it.
No, but the part that got me was Poe. He's looking through the eyes of the soldier, and he's like, what do you call it? He's like, no, they have the key to stage 3. And I'm thinking, oh, so Mike being stabilized is their key to stage. But I thought they stabilized it already. And that was the last thought I gave it until they captured Coulson. So that threw me for a fucking loop right there. Well done, S.H.I.E.L.D. writers. Well fucking done.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Not at all.
No, me neither.
What a twist.
What a twist.
Yeah. I mean, they had to do something because the upkeep on the centipede soldiers was a little ridiculous.
Yeah, it was kind of
even Mike himself, his upkeep it's not completely out of hand, but it's enough that he said what he eats 10 times the portions after a battle.
Yeah.
4 times normally, and then he goes into like a day or 2 coma.
Yeah. So he says he's like just out of it completely.
Yeah, so I don't know. So I guess the upkeep on the centipede super soldiers is a little more extreme at this point because they had to get injections and all sorts of things on a regular basis. So yeah. Well, we were just talking about Coulson. We got a little more background on Coulson. We got the cellist. Why do you think
was a cellist? Yeah, they mentioned that in the Avengers.
Yeah, I definitely remember that from the Avengers. We didn't see her though, right?
No, it was just a passing conversation when he hacks into Stark Tower and busts up that little lovely moment between Pepper and Stark.
Oh.
Tony, he's looking at all the information about the different Avengers, and they're walking away, and Pepper and Phil, his name is Agent, are talking about the girl he's seeing, who's a cellist from Portland, Oregon. You're right. So that's the cellist he was talking about now. Who thinks he's dead?
So maybe that is. I don't know. I have to do more thinking, more theorizing.
Yeah, more theorizing.
But were they ever close?
It seemed like it.
Because it seemed like he almost was. I don't know. He's watching her from afar, but I think that's now because
now.
Yeah.
He has to keep up the cover that he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To anybody who doesn't have level 7 clearance.
So at this point, do the Avengers even know Coulson's back?
No.
They don't.
The Avengers all think he's dead because they're level 1.
Which is kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
They're
Avengers are level 1?
They are down at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yep.
And S.H.I.E.L.D. need to know stuff.
Isn't Stark level 0?
They don't. No, Stark has no access whatsoever.
Stark has no access.
Because
that doesn't stop him from getting into their systems.
Exactly. They figure it's pointless to give him access because he's going to hack through it anyway.
He's going to take it anyway.
So, why give him a passcode?
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, yeah, why bother?
Yeah.
Give him a challenge.
I don't know. So, do you think Coulson and the cellist are possibly Skye's parents?
I think so. That sounds.
I don't
more
think
like
so.
It's true.
I'm sorry to interrupt that, but I don't think so. Continue.
It's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, because the cellist, I remember him mentioning he started seeing her. He mentioned that in the Avengers. So, because Pepper asked, so how's that?
Thing.
So how is that? Someone. So you started I started seeing somebody. She's a cellist in Portland. So
So that's
it wasn't a long term. Yeah, it's a more recent thing.
Yeah.
So
not 22 years ago.
No, not 20.
Yeah, so that's not the big secret. I don't know.
It's totally May and Coulson. I'm calling it.
I don't know. May, she almost spilled the beans to Skye.
Oh yeah, she almost let it slip. Coulson doesn't want to tell you the truth. And she's like giving that face, and then she just like softens for a second and backs up, like, whoa, backtrack that.
That's almost why I think it's not her, because she's so adamant. Coulson doesn't want to tell you. Not that me and Coulson don't want to tell you. It's just Coulson doesn't want to tell you.
Yeah.
And then she stops and backtracks it. It's like, the truth is, we're here to do a mission or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that kind of upsets Skye, and
So
Coulson goes to knock, and it's like, nah.
well, she ripped up all the research she had done, all the files that were printed out for her. She just starts ripping them up. But why do you think May retracted her statement? Like,
probably because May actually isn't the cold, heartless person she lets on to be.
She definitely isn't.
No, I know she definitely isn't. And while she was going into that,
put
mission
shaving
centric,
cream on Leo Fitz and starts tickling his nose with a feather.
I know, but I'm saying because she was going mission centric, badass mode, and then she realized, oh, I'm badgering this poor girl. Back it up a bit and be a bit more caring, is what went through her head right there.
Or maybe it's that she knows more than we do, and she can't say.
She's not letting on to anything.
Because it'll give something away about Coulson. I don't know.
I just had a thought, because we haven't called Fitz Leo. His name's
What?
Leo.
Yeah, Leo Fitz.
Oh.
Leo
and
Fitz.
And
Yeah.
Gemma Simmons.
So, Leo, is that short for Leonard or Leonardo?
Could just be Leo. Some people just straight up name their kids Leo.
That's quite. But I would guess, since he's English or some sort of British, I don't know exactly what that accent is, but that it would be Leonard, Leonard, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I'm gonna
Leonardo's
go with
Italian.
Leonard.
Yeah, I think it would be Leonard.
Leonardo's more Latin. Leonard is more, like English, Dutch, stuff like that.
Yeah, so something like that.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Next.
They were mentioning that Michael was the key to Phase 3. Why?
Yes.
Why take Coulson instead of Michael?
We'll see in the scene, I think I mentioned this already, we see they're looking at a picture of Michael side by side with Coulson. And he says, Michael Peterson's there. And she's like, he still has his powers. Well, what could they have or whatever like that? And he goes, what they have is your key to Phase 3 or Stage 3 or whatever. And it just shows Mike next to Coulson. So they don't
He
actually...
has Coulson.
He says they have your key to Stage 3 right there. He was talking about Coulson, I'm guessing, by the end of this episode.
Yeah, so they contacted him. They held Mike's kid ransom, whatever. And I'm hearing myself.
Yeah, Chris, you scooted closer to your laptop and your speakers are echoing again.
Oh, yeah, I don't hear me anymore. That's weird.
When she gets closer to the speakers, her body is acting as a reflector to echo the sound back at her microphone.
Oh, so you're like some mutant with sonic reverb powers.
No, she's acting like a wall.
No, shut up, I am.
Don't take that away from her.
Don't take that away from me.
What is your superhero name? Cleomoto?
Yeah.
Cleomoto. Or Miss Clio. She can tarot card your future.
You are the clairvoyant.
Spoilers!
Spoilers!
I called it.
My. Oh my.
I don't even know what's going on in chat right now.
Me neither. Anyway,
They're talking
so-
about Yu-Gi-Oh!
apparently Coulson is the key to Phase 3. Stage 3.
Did
The
you
three.
expect Mike to betray him like that, though?
It wasn't a
No.
shock. He needed his son back.
It wasn't a shock that he would do anything to get his son back. That's right there.
They set that up in the episode, but they also set up Coulson wasn't going to give him a third chance.
Right, they did set that up. But also, Coulson set up that, it makes it, because Coulson didn't have a kid or a family or anything tying him down, it made it easier for him to make the hard call when the time came. So he did make it, he did set up that he understood Mike's choice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you're not getting a third chance, but, at the same time, like, I understand why you chose what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't. He was shocked. He was upset, but he wasn't mad.
No, he was shocked. He was betrayed. All that. But he wasn't angry.
Right.
Because in the circumstance, he probably would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, I'm sure he understands.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, because now you got me thinking that conversation that he had with Mike. Is Skye his daughter?
You know what? That even pushes it even. Oh wow, that pushes it even further. That conversation. Wow.
I know all the things I spouted earlier this episode. I know at least a fraction of it is true.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
one bit of it's got to be right.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know a lot of the community right now thinks it's May's.
Yeah.
I don't know if they think it's May and Coulson's, but they definitely think it's May's. May is not completely out of the realm of possibility. I think Coulson is a little more likely, but it's also a little more predictable.
I like the Coulson idea, though. I think it's Coulson.
Yeah, I think so too.
I want to say it's Coulson because that just, yeah.
I'm more apt to believe it's May than Coulson.
You know, and at the same time, true. One of them is related to her, and the other has something to do with her mother dying, or the other parent dying.
Or they both have something to do with something in the thing.
I mean, here are the possibilities.
Oh, you
right
called
now.
it. I'm going to reference that when we find out in episode 11.
Something.
Here are the real
Dark
possibilities, though. May is her mother, and Coulson has something to do with, her being... And Coulson's the one who dropped her off at the orphanage.
Yeah.
Coulson's her father, and May killed her mother.
But if May's her mother...
Her mother killed.
If May's her mother...
Killed her mother.
If May's her mother, does that make Ward her stepfather?
Yes.
Oh my god.
A, they're not married. B,
Rachel has been saying in chat that
substantial.
May is her aunt. That is Auntie May. Auntie Melinda.
Auntie Melinda May.
That could fit too. But anyway, here are my two. I'm spouting those two possibilities, and I want to say, settle on one, but I can't settle on one right now. So those are my predictions.
Yeah, I don't know.
That Coulson's the father, and May...
I said my predictions
I
already.
think Santa Claus is her father.
Oh my god. That would make
Santa
Peter
Claus is a
Pan her
mutant.
uncle.
She's not jolly enough.
Santa Claus is a mutant. How else do you think he gets into chimneys and stops time and gets everywhere?
He's a witch.
He's a mutant.
He's a witch. She's
the
a
doctor.
witch, but
He's the doctor.
he's the doctor.
Why do you think they have so many Christmas specials with Doctor Who? They're leading up to the fact that when the series ends, that Doctor retires and becomes Santa Claus for all of time.
Yeah.
Could be.
Sorry, I had to go there.
Could be. I mean...
Watch, 10 years from that, when Doctor Who is finally over, it's like reveals he becomes Santa.
And Mike runs through the streets. I was right!
I run through the streets, I track you down wherever the heck you are then. I break down your front door. You'll be like, Mike, what are you doing here? I'll be like, I was right! And then I just leave your house with a broken
You
door.
just run away.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it's good.
Don't even know.
About a totally unrelated show.
Yep. So this was our mid-season finale, right?
No. Yes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
till January.
Is it? I think it might be.
Yeah, it's
The
not a
magical
very long
place.
break, but it is a break.
Whoa. We're going to find out a ton. The next episode is called The Magical Place.
Ooh, it's Tahiti!
We're going to find out, finally, hopefully, what happened. Or they're just going to
Thank God.
wind us up for the next 3 weeks and then shatter us and be like, you find out nothing.
You
Thank
get no answer.
God.
No joy.
Or in the true Lost fashion, you get more questions than you get.
Yes. You get the answer, but it breeds more questions
Yeah,
and
more
it leaves
new
you more
questions.
confused. And it
Yeah.
leaves you wondering, did I ever want that answer in the first place?
So,
It's really what I wanted.
so yeah, we return January 7th
Mm-hmm.
for the magical place.
Well, that seems to be the first show that comes back. Everything is either January 14th or after.
So, yeah.
Yep.
So, we don't have a synopsis for this.
Yep.
No.
So, I'm going to make one up.
Something in
interrogating-
danger.
Something.
Coulson might have died.
Tahiti threatens the team.
A secret is revealed that threatens the team.
This cheese, it poisons me. Oh, God.
Something from Agent Coulson's past in Tahiti
And I know it's
threatens
not
the team.
true, but I want him to be an android, and I want him to be the Vision. I want it so badly.
Coulson is the Clairvoyant.
Because
I
we're
would
getting
love-
Scarlet Witch in the next
We're getting Quicksilver.
Avengers. No, but Scarlet Witch and Vision are a thing.
I know, but I'm saying, I know
I
why
don't care
we're
about
getting.
Quicksilver.
I
don't
know
care
we're.
about Quicksilver.
I know why we're getting Scarlet Witch
Piece
because
of dick. Why?
you know, because it's actually her power is one of the few things that can disrupt Ultron.
Yes, right. You're
So
right.
that's why we're getting Scarlet Witch right there. Why are we getting Quicksilver? I don't know. Quicksilver's Magneto's son, right?
Yes. They're me.
So there's an X-Men tie-in right there.
There is an X-Men tie.
So what are we thinking about? Oh, they're going to tie in. They're already tying in the X-Men universe. They're bringing 2 mutants into the movie.
How are they able to pull that off?
I don't know. Are they going to change their origin story that they're not mutants?
But they're licensed
They
to X-Men, so they're part of the X-Men universe. They can't change it.
They haven't used.
Yes, but
they
Scarlet
haven't
Witch-
used. Yeah,
Scarlet Witch has never appeared in the other X-Men movies.
neither is Quicksilver.
It doesn't matter. It's still a licensed X-Men character.
They use
Yeah,
Quicksilver's
but I feel
power,
like
but not
those
Quicksilver.
Those two characters might be separate from the X-Men, as in terms of
Licensing.
Oh
the
my god!
licensing, because they had a fast character. They had a speedster, but it wasn't Quicksilver.
Right, they had that girl who can sense other mutants' powers. She was also super speeded.
Yeah, so that
What?
makes me think that they wanted to use Quicksilver.
I'm having a friggin' stroke right now. I
Oh.
just thought of something.
You mean an
Go.
epiphany?
Go.
A magical thing. You know how they always do like those 2 after credit scenes? What if one of them in the Age of Ultron ties all the universes together? Like in the end, you see Quicksilver talking, having a monologue, and then he goes, "What do you think, Dad?" And then it pans to to Magneto in all of his Gandalf-y glory. Wouldn't that be amazing? I'd shit a brick instantly.
That'd be awesome.
I would need to be taken to the hospital for brick shatting.
I think they're a lot closer to tying in these universes than you guys think.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just saying Marvel has a
cheese.
way of doing things. And I don't think they're going to
But
break.
Disney also has a way of doing things, and
Yes.
recently
We've seen
they've
Disney-
been working with other studios. That's all I'm saying.
I
So
know, but it's different because they're working with other studios through. They're going to have to do it through Marvel. Marvel's makes the decisions.
right.
And Disney is smart and lets Marvel make the decisions, just like Pixar.
So what if
Disney
Marvel
knows when
decided
to
that
give
they
up
want to
creative
work
control.
and get the X-Men paired together for a continuous thing? If Marvel decided this and Disney goes through to make the negotiations, it's a thing.
It would just be brilliant.
It would. I'd give all 3 of them, if they could come to negotiations and tie everything together and make it work. I give them so many internets. They win all the internets.
You win all the internets. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Internet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Any final thoughts?
No.
I thought you were raising your hand.
No, I was just fist up in the air. Fist pumping.
We're on the Jersey Shore now.
We have 90 seconds before this cuts our video off, by the way.
Why?
Because we're almost at 4 hours on this Skype call.
Oh God. I was like, what are we getting cut off? What's
Where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Thilladren, THILLADREN. My lower third is in the other room. I apologize.
Clio, where can the people find you?
You can find me at LIOSMFVIDS on YouTube, and you can find me at Cleomoto at all these. lovely social media.
62 seconds.
You can follow me anywhere you want. You can follow me to hell for all I care. But you can follow all of us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.com, ASOTV Podcast. You could email us, Gmail, ASOTV Podcast. Leave us some comments, feedback, things, yada yada, etc., etc. Outro, speaking, words.
Bilbo!
Baggins.
Join us for our As Seen on the Big Screen podcast.
Yes.
For The Hobbit.
For The
We'll be
Hobbit,
doing The
Desolation
Hobbit.
of Smoke! Ah!
He's coming down from Connecticut to see it with us.
Yes. How many seconds do we have left?
26,
Say hi,
25.
Smog.
No,
24.
Smog's gone.
Smog's
Damn it.
gone. Go back to... You got 20 seconds. Go back. Quick.
Nope.
Quick.
Nope.
No.
No, it's gone.
17.
No, it's gone.
Fuck.
15.
Wait, let's end the episode how we started.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Happy New Year! Oh, that's not us.
Just happened.
We're back.
Yay.
It didn't cut our video off.
Yeah, you're wrong, and you should
Yeah.
feel wrong.
But it
Because
did
mine
last
says
time.
3 hours and 41 minutes.
Mine says 4 hours and 53 seconds.
Mine is at 4 hours and 17 seconds.
Have a
Maybe
good
when
night.
everybody hits 4 hours.
Have a good night.
Good night. That was brilliant.